water, earth, fire, air.
Hey there.
Terraria, but I can bend the elements. This mod added all the elements, you can bend them, and it is pretty good. The moves are pretty nice and everything, and they're pretty overpowered too, so let's dive right in. What is this structure, man? It actually looks tough. Bending pedestal. Oh, okay. Fire, aggression, water, support, earth, endurance, air, mobility. I'm looking killing fire or earth, but let's go fire. Okay, what is going on? An elemental bag. Small kindness for a long road. Contains starting supplies and skill scrolls. Active ability scroll. +1 active skill point. Passive ability scroll. +1 passive skill point. Ability reset elixir. Refunds all skill spec points. These are like stat resets. Heavy fire sword. Grows stronger and evolves as you level up. Okay. 5 life crystals. Increases fire damage. Oh, and a shark tooth necklace. Okay, here's my skill tree. Element dash. I can get a dash already. Oh, that's actually fire. And then active fireball. So can I? Oh my god. That's an insane dash. And then I have fireball. Let's test it out. Oh my, that's actually insane. Now how do I level it up? Just by like fighting, I guess. But anyways, let's just start with the basics. Already equipped with the fireball and the dash, I head underground to get some ore, mine some heart crystals, and loot some chests. The basics. I then start making some houses and level up my fireball. Fireball level 3. I then set up magic storage and mine some crimson hearts, and also learn a little more about the abilities. Well, you can evolve it? Hold up. Reach level 10, use the ability 100 times, deal 1000 damage. Wait, I can level up from this, dude. I leveled up and I got passive point, twin dash. I rode the young mentor. What quests? Practice makes perfect. Use any ability 50 times. Passive ability scroll, lesser cheat scroll. Oh, okay, I got that. Eye of the Beholder. Defeat Cthulhu. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, plus 50 maximum chi. Oh my, that's plus. With the young mentor here, giving me all the quests, I do the first one, which is kill the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay, there he is. No way it knocks back the boss. This is actually too strong. Then Eye of Cthulhu's dead, and I leveled up as well. Ancient War Plating. Fire damage by 8%, increased chi regeneration by 15. Okay, that's very good. Oh, plus 200% max chi? Oh my god. With the Eye of Cthulhu defeated, I complete the quest and get its rewards. Now I have a active ability scroll, a lesser chi. Wait, so I can get so much chi, man. And then the young mentor gives me the next batch of quests as well. Sing of the Jungle, defeat Queen Bee, defeat a goblin army, defeat a Frost Legion. Frost Legion? Isn't that the snowman thing? No way they brought that. Like, I have not touched that since like forever. I then upgrade my attack skill tree and my passive skill tree with the new points I just received. And then I also go on to fight the Brain of Cthulhu next. Okay, Brain of Cthulhu. Okay, this is actually just melting him. And this boss is also really easy. The fireball always kept the brain and the creepers away. They couldn't hit me. And it just felt so strong for this stage of the game. Then the young mentor gave me a new quest, which was supposed to be for way later on, but I received the beginning of it at this point in the game. Face the avatar, take the seal and use it somewhere in the world. Must be activated with the world itself is already fractured. Anyways, I made a Deathbringer pickaxe, made some houses in the jungle, and also made an instavator so I could get some hellstone. But that's when I found the new structure. Is this that thing for the Forsaken Avatar? Oh wait, this is the thing for the Forsaken Avatar. Anyways, I made some hellstone, made the molten armor set, and then went to the sky to get some loot from there. Then I got my fireball to level 10 and I said I could evolve it by speaking to the young mentor, but that only worked after I killed the Forsaken Avatar, which is very later in the game, and I find that out the hard way. I can't even see his HP. Wow. Oh yeah, wait, 40, yeah, this is not for me. 48,000, yeah. I just got destroyed. Anyways, I continue on the quest line, so I go and find a beehive so I could fight Queen Bee. Okay, let's fight Queen Bee. Wait, did that just glitch her? Oh my, I mean, I'll take it, man. Like, I don't know much else. 250 more key. Then I claim the quest for the Queen Bee, as well as upgrade my skill tree. And then I go ahead and do a Goblin Army, claim the quest for that, and then I also find the Goblin Tinkerer. And then I decide it's time for a Skeletron. Alright, Skeletron. And once again, this fight was very easy. You know, the fireballs would keep him stunned, keep him away. And it's also just regular Skeletron, so nothing too difficult even. Anyways, I head into the dungeon to get a Shadow Key, so I can get a Hellwing Bow, which I then use to fight the Wall of Flesh. Alright, Wall of Flesh. And there we go, Wall of Flesh defeated. 450 maximum key. A fire emblem. Anyways, with the Wall of Flesh defeated, I go ahead and claim his quest, and then I unlock Flight in the skill tree, but it turns out to be pretty bad. But that drains key. I'll be better off just getting wings, no? Anyways, I break some Crimson Altars so I can get hard mode ore, which I then use to make the Adamantite armor set and the Adamantite repeater. I then get the next move in the skill tree, which is a Flame Breath, which does do a lot of damage. And then I also do the Frost Legion so I can claim its quest, which allows me to upgrade my skill tree further and get another move, which is a slow moving AoE circle. And then I go and fight the Destroyer. And the Flame Breath really shines here, especially at the start when the Destroyer is all clumped up, because it hits all the segments and does heavy damage. And then I just continue to use it throughout the fight, which drains Destroyer's health, and it is a pretty easy fight. I then upgrade my skill tree further, and I also do a Pirate Invasion so I can claim its quest, which allows me to unlock the next move, which is a Phoenix that follows my cursor, and I use that to fight the Twin. And the Phoenix ability is really good in this fight since the twins are pretty slow, and I can just have the Phoenix constantly on them, which is heavy damage, which then leads me to defeat the twins, and then I craft the hollowed armor as well. I then fight Skeletron Prime, but once again, with all of my abilities, I absolutely shred the boss, and it's a very easy fight. I then craft the Drax and an Avenger emblem, and then I mine some Chlorophyte to make my next weapon, which is the Chlorophyte Shotbow. I'm then ready for a Plantera, but I used dynamite to break the bulb instead of my pickaxe, which I didn't know wouldn't spawn Plantera. Are we kidding? Yo, that's stupid. You're telling me the Plantera bulb just disappeared? No, I'm not having that now. And you know, it took me a long ass time to find that bulb, so I was gonna go searching for another one after I made an arena. So I whipped out the good old Heroes mod, spawn in Plantera, cause I'm too lazy to find another one. Yeah, I'm not having that. So what I'm gonna do... Oh my god, I can't even open the window. Okay, Plantera. And with that annoyance out of the way, I was able to fight Plantera now. And once again, it was a very easy boss fight. Especially with all my extra DPS coming from my abilities. Except I did have one close call, but I still brought it through and beat Plantera. Okay, oh my god. I was about to say if I died there. Anyways, with Plantera defeated, I claimed her quest, which then allowed me to get a new move as well as upgrade my skill tree further. And then I went to go fight Golem next. And you guessed it, this was also a pretty easy boss fight. Some of my moves would make his hand stuck, so those were even out of the question. And it's also Golem, so I mean, with more DPS, it's like, come on, I'm just gonna beat the boss. And then to keep the run of easy bosses going, I fight Lunatic Cultist. And I feel as if Lunatic Cultist and Golem are the easiest bosses in the game. They're staged at basically endgame, and they're very easy to fight. Like, we need to raise the difficulty of them, come on. Anyways, I defeat the Lunatic Cultist, and then I claim its quest, which allows me to lock the next move, which is a bomb that lingers. I then do the Vortex Pillar, which allows me to craft the Vortex Beater, which I then use to fight the Forsaken Avatar. What? Yeah, so I die, but the boss doesn't despawn, so the fight continues. Oh wow, I guess I beat him? Anyways, I claim his quest, and now I can finally evolve my moves. Will evolve at next opportunity. Oh, I can finally evolve stuff now. What's the final quest? Evolve 5 ability. So how many? I can evolve 3 right now. Anyways, I check out my evolved moves, which became Azure, like my Fireball. And then my Phoenix stays for longer and can go through blocks. And then the Flame Breath is a lot bigger. I then get my Ember Core evolved as well, which also turns blue. And then I do the Solar Pillar and the Stardust Pillar. Now I have to use this ability. To evolve the final move, I have to use it for like 100 times, so I just go in hell and just AFK there and use the move. The last one, evolved. Goes through blocks as well. Oh my, and it pierces. Okay, that's fire. I then claim the final quest, which allows me to evolve my Apocalypse, and I also get the final ability for Firebending, and then I do the Nebula Pillar to fight Moonlord. I don't even have an arena. This could go bad. Yeah, I don't even have a sword insignia either. And it did in fact go wrong. So then I fought the Empress of Light so I could get the sword insignia and not have to make an arena. And then I actually equipped the Phoenix Feathers, which was the final move, and I was ready for my rematch against Moonlord. Oh yeah, just like that. Terraria as a firebender. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye.